Hello everyone and good morning. I'm Amber Canoy with Go Local. We are back out at Springhouse Gardens with Richard Weber talking about the fact that fall is a great time to plant a tree, only second best to, well, 20 years ago.
Yeah, and in this case 17 years ago we planted this bald cypress out here on our old tobacco farm that we purchased, and now we're standing under the shade of this beautiful bald cypress. It's a great time to plant trees, shrubs, perennials. After such a hot summer that we had, now is a good time to get back out into your garden, see where you might appreciate a nice shade tree,
right,
and do something about it for this year. We've got a wonderful new selection of all kinds of flowering trees and shade trees that will help add value and comfort to your home. So this is a great time to get them in the ground. And
give us some idea of some of the trees they can expect to see when they come out and visit, because the great thing about coming out and seeing them after they've been planted for, well, 15, 17 years, is you know what they're going to look like. It's kind of hard to determine what this little tree is.
When you buy a container tree or something like that. Well, you'll see bald cypress out here. We have some beautiful willow oaks, swamp white oaks, honey locust, dawn redwoods, Perodia trees.
Those are a lot of names I've never even heard of.
Katsura trees. These are all things that are planted here on the grounds. So you can get a little self-guided tour, walk around, see what the trees are, and then hopefully find one that you'd like to take home with you and plant in your own garden.
Any advice for us who are going to plant a tree, like how we should go about doing that?
Well, you have to determine how much space you actually have for your tree. If you don't have enough ground space, like if it's a narrow space between the street and the sidewalk, you can only plant certain size trees in there. You don't want to put a huge oak in a space that only is 4 or 5 feet wide.
Right.
So you really have to know what your space is that you're trying to fill up and what your soil is like and how much sun or shade you get in that area. Those are the most important things that you need to know before you can select the proper tree.
How do we know what kind of soil we have if we're just completely amateurs when it comes to planting in general?
Well, if you're an amateur, try to dig a hole and go out with a shovel after it's rained, preferably, because if it's been hot and dry, it'll be hard to dig a shovel into the ground. But just try to, and you can do a soil sample too at your local county extension office.
Okay,
you can
that's good to
take
know.
a soil sample and they can kind of help you too. But digging a hole is the first test.
All right, do we need to fertilize or anything like that?
Usually for tree planting, just do a soil root stimulator, and that just helps the tree get off to a good start.
All right, well, of course you need to come out and check out all the plants that are available here, get some great ideas to take home with you.
Check out our website at springhousegardens.com or give us a call at 859-224-1417.